As the last memories of summer's glow fades, the autumn leaves put on one last defiant display of colour across New York State. Here's our top tips to get the most out of fall in New York. First up, get out and enjoy the parks.
One of our favourite hangouts in New York City is Washington Square Park in Greenwich Village. It's a great place to watch life go by, and it's a must-do while you're here. Head out to Brooklyn to see Prospect Park aglow with colour. While Central Park provides a major focal point for tourists, it's also where the annual New York Marathon ends. It won't be happening in 2020, but it's sure to return soon.
The best place to view the foliage in Central Park is from the Rambles. This is a woodland area that's alive with wildlife and so much autumn colour. Hire a rowboat from the boathouse and take to the water with that magical skyline over you.
For a different taste of the Big Apple, head up the Hudson River to Fishkill Farms.
At Fishkill Farms, you can pick your own apples and indulge in the most delicious apple cider donuts all afternoon long, and top it off with some cold cider on the way home.
The working farm boasts 270 acres of orchards where they grow over 30 different breeds of apples, along with berries, pumpkins and greens.
We are now in the Red Delicious section. Some of my favourite apples from back home, and they taste even better fresh off the tree.
Golden Delicious are my favourite apples, so I'm in heaven in this part of the orchard.
You can pick your own apples, go to the pumpkin patch and choose a fat pumpkin for your Jackolantern, or just sit back and taste the local ciders.
One of our favourite things about coming to the farm, apart from the apple thing, is the apple cider donuts. These things are delicious.
Step back to 1750 at the Phillipsburg Manor. This mill is an open-air museum that lets you live the history of the town of Sleepy Hollow.
Yes, that's Sleepy Hollow, where Washington Irving's character Ichabod Crane was chased across the bridge and up to the cemetery by a headless horseman. At the Dutch Reformed Church graveyard, you can walk among Revolutionary War tombstones to find Irving's grave plot.
Autumn in New York is pumpkin spice season, but if you're looking for a different take on pumpkin madness, check out the great Jackolantern blaze at Croton-on-Hudson. An easy walk from the Metro North Station, the grounds on the Van Cortlandt Manor get transformed into a spooky illuminated experience, involving over 7,000 hand-carved pumpkins with a synchronized sound and light display.
An equally eerie hike through the forest near Cold Spring will take you to the Cornish estate ruins. This once stately home fell into neglect after it had a fire, and its owners died within 2 weeks of each other in 1938. For a spooky site that's easy to get to from Manhattan, head over to Roosevelt Island. Originally called Blackwell Island, it's the home of the haunting Renwick Smallpox Hospital ruins. In its 19 years of operations from 1856, over 13,000 people died there. Our final autumn must-do experience is the annual Macys Thanksgiving Parade. Since 1924, it has thrilled New Yorkers and visitors with its parade of marching bands, nostalgic floats, and over 50 novelty balloons of different shapes and sizes. The parade weaves downtown to 59th Street, into 6th Avenue, and down to 34th Street to the famous department store Macy's. The balloons are like a massive floating toy collection, and though traditional in spirit, they're basically a massive toy sale promotion. Macy's Thanksgiving Parade is on Thanksgiving each year and is free, but you'll need to be out early to get a good viewing position. Our recommendation is around 70th Street on the Upper West Side on Central Park West.
There's no place like autumn in New York, and we hope you'll be able to experience it soon. If you like our content, hit subscribe so we can stay connected for more great travel